Hi, thank you for attending our on-demand webinar. This is a topic that is really, close and dear to our heart and to all of us that work in the retail industry or selling direct to consumer. And we really want to cover today what we think are the top 5 ways how you can maximize the holiday shopping season, leveraging all of the tools offered by an omnichannel loyalty marketing platform like BeLoyal. So, what are these 5 ways that we're going to cover today? So, number one, starting from the top, it's omnichannel signups, both in store, online, at home, at the office, just everywhere the consumer is. The second one is around applying real-time loyalty accruals and benefits to create that very important first purchase, second purchase, increasing the average ticket, maximizing that lifetime customer value. The third one is around engaging with your customers. Let them know about the value of your program and bringing those customers back to buy again from you. The number four, sorry, is about what happens after the customer leaves the store. How do you continue to engage with them, not only, as we say on number three, but also with other mechanisms or like online account pages, a dashboard, and messages in your own printed receipts. And number five, last but not least, we're going to be talking about converting those customers into ambassadors for your brand, how you can launch very easily a customer referral program, and how do you use the all-important gift cards during this time. So a little bit of background just first. Our mission is to help companies like you to really grow your loyal customer base and then maximize that lifetime customer value. And how do you maximize that lifetime customer value? It's around three key things. You want to increase the average ticket, so a higher price per ticket. You want to increase the frequency of the purchase, bring the customer to buy back from you, a little bit more frequently than usual, and then keeping the customer, buying from you for a longer time, so, reducing churn. If you do these three things, again, it's more sales, more frequently, for a longer time, you'll impact customer lifetime value, which is an all-important metric in the retail industry. So with that, we're going to go directly into our top 5 things and actions that you can take to really maximize this holiday shopping season. So number one is the omnichannel sign up. And one of the things that we really want to sort of drive home here is sort of flipping around the normal process of how we think about signing up customers. So, all of you have some retail presence, with your point of sale system. And normally you're thinking about how you do that at the point of sale system. But what we want to sort of highlight here is that we're all carrying our mobile phones, and you can really leverage the mobile phone of the consumer so that becomes your first on-ramp into the loyalty program, right? Just make it very easy for the consumer to capture their own information, join the program, and opt in, and use that as a tool to convert customers towards that first purchase. Of course, always, being able to capture the information of the customers that are there at the register and have not signed up beforehand. Number three is being able to extend the reach of the store, not only what's happening right there on the floor, either through the mobile phone or the register, but also what's happening at home or at the office through just a web browser and a computer. And then last but not least, converting that customer into an ambassador of your brand so that you can leverage their circle of family and friends to extend the number of customers that buy from you. So with that, let's talk about the mobile sign-up. So you are very familiar with this, of course. That's a QR code. This is actually a true QR code. If you want to scan these while we cover this topic, you'll be able to enjoy the experience that we're going to discuss here. But the idea here is that you have just little hooks around the store where you're inviting the customer to scan the QR code so that they can join the program ahead of getting to the register. And you're going to offer them something in return, so that they can, entice them to complete that sign up. You'll also free time from staff so that instead of having to explain your whole program, they simply want to give enough of a taste to the consumer so that they can, they're enticed to scan the code and complete their online sign up. So once you scan the code, that takes you to a landing page. The nice thing about the landing page is that there you control the message to the consumer. You have total control of what you want to put on that landing page, how you want to describe your program, your benefits, why the customer should sign up, answer the key questions that they may have. Again, freeing time for staff to focus on the customer and on closing the sale. And today we have out-of-the-box integrations to the main e-commerce platforms that exist today. Shopify, just a WordPress site. You can add e-commerce on top of WordPress through WooCommerce, Magento as well, which are sort of out-of-the-box connectors. If you're not using any of these platforms and you're using some other content management system, it's not a problem. You can add what we call our web snippets very easily as HTML code inside of a page. It's super simple to do. And if you don't have any online presence, you can leverage your mini mobile site, which is focused on loyalty only, which is called Be Loyal My Rewards. It comes with your Be Loyal account. That can help you, deliver this experience of online sign-up and dashboards that we're going to cover today. So anyways, after the customer gets to this landing page, they can click on sign up today. If you have a full e-commerce site, you will want to actually create an account for the customer right then and there, because then you'll start to generate that omni-channel customer that is aware that you also sell online besides selling in store. And they'll have an ID and password so that they can come back and see their dashboard. And then simply capture whatever demographics you want. It can be very simple, like what I'm showing here online, just first name, last name, and a mobile phone for text messaging. Another mechanism besides the email to connect with the customer. Or you could have more extensive information, like a full contact address, if that's something that is valuable to you. The nice thing here is that the quality of the data will be great because, just like in my case, my last name here, as you can see, it's not a very typical last name. It's always a challenge for me when I'm signing up and somebody else is capturing the information. But if I'm capturing my own data, I know that I'll do it right, and I'll sort of pay attention to that. The second piece of the equation here is to then combine that with a real-time reward. So we call these awarded coupons, and what you can do is, as part of the sign-up process, send a coupon in real time to that customer that has just signed up to your program, maybe while they were walking the floor of the store, or while they were getting close to the store. And this coupon, this sort of welcome coupon, is a great tool to convert what is just a visitor into a buyer and get that first purchase, which is very, very important, and to start that loyal customer journey. And all of this happens automatically and letting the system work on your behalf. Now, if you're at the point of sale, of course, you don't want to lose the opportunity to capture the customers. You want to do that in a very simple way. We normally recommend capturing a minimum data. So like in this case, we're showing what we call quick sign up. It's a simple form where you can, do as many or as little fields as you want. What is mandatory, what is optional. In this case, you can see here that I'm just putting the first name and the email as the only mandatory fields to personalize the communications to the customer. And the email, because that's going to be the key that links them to their online presence and their in-store presence as well. One of the key things when you're thinking about this in-store sign-up and you have an online presence is to be able to validate if the account already exists, which is the case that I'm showing here. The system in real time will know if the customer had already signed up online, and if they have, just show a simple screen to the staff at the register, and instead of creating a duplicate, which gets your database messy, being able to load the existing customer to your transaction so that you complete the purchase. The interesting here also is that because the customer is already at the register and it's already ready to complete their first purchase, you don't need to send that welcome coupon that we talked in the previous slides to convert the visitor into a buyer. However, you may want to send a thank you coupon to get the customer to get to that second purchase. And that way you can differentiate different customer journeys for people that's pre-sign online through the mobile phone versus the people that sign at the register, making sure that you're preserving margin for your business. Number two, so what happens now that you have that customer demographics, that customer in your database, and you've actually converted them into that first purchase and maybe gotten them to that second purchase? So here is where you can apply real-time loyalty and rewards. And remember when we were talking about the customer lifetime value, we said increase the average ticket, bring the customer back for the next purchase, and keep them buying from you for a longer time. So we divide this area into three main buckets. The first one of them, it's called promotions. And this is all about increasing the average ticket, increasing the value of the ticket that you are processing at that point in time, either in store or online. And the idea here is to build creative promotions that will entice the customer to buy just a little bit more from you. So it could be things like, buy three and get a certain discount, but if you buy two, then you pay the retail price. Maybe it's a cross-sell promotion, buy product A and get something on product B, which is a related or complementary product. It could be a BOGO promotion, buy two of these and get one at 50% off. Sounds really attractive. That second SKU, highly discounted, but at the end of the day, it's a lower promotion, just enticing the customer to buy more. Or it can be a frequent buyer program, something that is purchases throughout time. Very common in the pet industry, for example, buy 10 bags of food and get the 11th one free. So you want to track those purchases throughout time, and then apply that reward at that point in time. So again, promotions are all about increasing the average ticket. The second bucket is what we call loyalty. And loyalty is all about the next purchase. So the idea here is to put a layer in your program where you're storing some value for the customer, right? It could be points that can be exchanged for a coupon or an automated discount at some point in time. It could be a cashback program. It could be, frequent buyer program. It's also a sort of straddles the two areas of promotions and loyalty, where you're sort of accruing the bags for that reward at the end of the day. So all of these things are storing a value for the customer. So when the customer is thinking about buying again a product or service that you sell, if they have a stored value with you, chances are that they'll prefer to come back and buy from you because they have some stored value that they want to redeem or they want to use, versus buying from somebody else. And then the last piece is the use of coupons. And in the holiday season, think of these coupons in sort of two ways. One is what we call the viral coupon. It's a coupon that is meant to be shared, posted on a social network, on Instagram, or or Facebook or Twitter or Pinterest, wherever you want. The idea is to spread the reach of the coupon as much as possible. For me to give it freely to my family and friends. And the idea is that if the customer has a coupon, they can come in and use that coupon. But the trick here is that we actually can limit the use of the coupon to only once per customer, which means that you need to register, and only a registered customer can make use of the coupon. That way, it becomes a great tool to actually increase the size of your database. And then we have what we call awarded coupons. I already mentioned a couple of examples during the first, top 5. And that is, for example, that, first purchase coupon, the one that you award to the customer for signing up, and it helps convert a visitor to a buyer. It could be a thank you coupon that you award to the customer after their first purchase, and it helps bring the customer in for the second purchase. Very, very critical, because there's many studies that confirm that the customer that buys from you at least twice has a much, much higher percentage, degree of a percentage that they will convert into a repeat loyal customer, versus the consumer that is there just for the casual purchase, or the one-time bargain, which it's still a sale, but not as interesting as a repeat buyer. So these can also be coupons based on the birthday and anniversary of how long you've been in the program, when you reach a certain threshold of purchases. There's many ways how you can use a coupon as a way to engage the consumer to bring them back for another purchase. And then think about how you can combine all of these tools to create different enticements, different experiences during that customer journey as you want to bring them home. The other side of the coin of having all of this flexibility in regards to different ways to bring the consumer back in is that you want to make it super easy for staff at the register to really be able to run your program. So you don't want your staff focused on the mechanics of actually applying the coupons. You want your staff focused on the customer, focused on the sale, and you want the technology to actually do that automatically. So like in this case, staff has set a customer the transaction, they've scanned 4 items for the sale, they simply click totals. On real time, this information is communicated via an API call to BeLoyal, and we actually can show you back, the promotions that will apply to this customer, how many points they're going to accrue for the next purchase. This is great information for staff at the register if you want them to be an ambassador of the program and communicate the benefits to the consumer. But then the idea is that all of these benefits apply automatically to the transaction. No fumbling around with applying manual discounts or figuring out what to do. Everything applies automatically, very, very easy to staff. Again, reducing friction and freeing up time for staff to focus on what's really important, which is the customer and closing the sale. Number 3, which is the targeted customer engagement. And this is about, letting the customer know that, they have all of these benefits, that they have these stored values, because you want to influence their purchase behavior. And if they don't know about that, they're probably just going to come because they were going to come anyways, and you don't want to give away margin. But if you are really reaching out to the customer, then you'll be able to influence their purchase behavior. So again, the idea here is that we all have a different customer journey. You and I might have joined the program on the same day, but maybe you purchased on that day. I didn't buy that day, but came the next one. Maybe then my second purchase is a week from there. Yours is 2 weeks from there. So every one of us has our own personal customer journey. So the idea here is to use what we call dynamic segments to have people fall in and out of a segment automatically. Then being able to use that to trigger an engagement. It could be an email, it could be a text message, it could be a coupon award, special points, some cashback rewards, whatever you want, which is that engagement which will bring the customer that drives the sale, and the sale will again, activate additional loyalty actions to continue to maximize that customer lifetime value. So again, think about set it and forget it. I love the concept of set it and forget it. Is you let the system work on your behalf so that you can focus on the other areas that are so important to your business. And here, as you can see on the screen, within the BeLoyal platform, you have the ability to set many types of milestones that will work automatically, like what happens upon sign up, what do I want to do after the first purchase, or what do I want to do after the second purchase. It could be time-based milestones. What happens on the first month anniversary or second month anniversary since you joined the program? It can be your own particular time milestones, like your birthday or your anniversary. And all of this is sort of on the on-ramp as the customer is coming into the program. It's starting to engage with you from sign-up, first purchase, second purchase, repeat purchase behavior, accruals and rewards. But then inevitably, on the other end, customers will eventually churn. But you want to be able to identify customers that are starting to churn and be able to reach out to them to bring them back in so that they can hopefully, a couple more turns of the crank, buy from you a couple more times or a few more times or maybe for a longer time. And if you can extend that customer life and have them buy from you for a longer time, again, that equation is what really makes you maximize customer lifetime value. Higher average ticket, higher frequency of the purchase, and buying you from a longer time. And when you set all of these engagements, both the benefits, the emails that get out, the text messages that get sent out, they all happen automatically at the right time for me because of my own personal customer journey, at the right time for you because of your own personal customer journey. And this can all happen just automatically, both the rewards and the engagement, and letting the system work on your behalf. Number 4, as I was saying, the customer came in, purchased, or was online and purchased, and then, walk out the door or step away from the desk. So you want to be able to continue to engage with that customer even after they have left. And 2 tools that you can use to do that is 1, online dashboards. So adding to your website the ability to very easily, in a graphic way, being able to show the customer what are those stored values that you have there. So in this dashboard that you're seeing here, you can see, how many points I have and how far I am from my next reward. If I have a referral program, how many successful referrals do I have and how far I am from, getting my reward for being an ambassador to the brand. And then what are the coupons that are available for me that I can use for my next purchase. So very easy for the consumer to understand there visually about these stored values that they have. And then that little QR code at the top, that's the account of the customer. And you can use that as a proxy for loyalty card. So when the customer comes to the register, they can show this QR code. You can scan it right there and very quickly set the customer to that transaction. So really a nice and automated way to engage with the customer when they're not in store. The other one is, after they've, come into the register at your point of sale system and you've printed the receipt, is to be able to add there to the bottom of the receipt the same kind of information. So look, how much you saved, how many points you have, how many points you accrued on your points balance, which coupons do you have available, so that you can use them on your next purchase. And for people that are carrying out this printed receipt, you can highlight this information for them, and it's a great way to again communicate the value, the stored values that they have, to entice them to come back and buy from you again. Number 5, it's mainly referrals, although sort of I slid the gift cards under this number 5 topic because I think that for the holiday season specifically they are really, really important. So referrals is about, now that you have that customer and they're engaged with you and they've come and purchased your products or services, they're happy with you and with what you deliver for them and with the technology behind that. And now you want to turn them into an ambassador. So the idea here is that if they refer their network of family and friends, you'll be able to, entice that network to come and buy from you by, for example, sending in them an automatic coupon, that first purchase coupon that we've been talking about. So, I'm going to refer Anna. Anna is going to receive sort of a coupon for that first purchase. I feel special because I gave her a coupon that only I can give her, and she'll feel appreciated because she has that and will, probably convert and come and buy from you. But at the same time, I'm linking Anna's profile as a referred customer to me, Julio, as a referring customer. And then when Anna comes in and buys from you, I am going to accrue a point for that referral. And when I get to a certain threshold, 2 referrals, 3, 5, whatever is the right number for you, I, as a referring party, am also going to get some reward. So not only do I feel good about what products and services I get from you, I feel good about referring my friends because I'm giving them something special, which is that first time purchase coupon. But I also am going to get something in return for the effort of doing these referrals. So sort of a win-win-win situation for everybody involved. And again, the idea here is, that the best referrals come from people that we trust or family and friends. And if you automate this process, you'll be able to grow your customer base with these sort of ambassadors of your brand, and it'll be a win-win-win relationship for everybody involved. And of course, gift cards, pretty quickly, because I'm sure you're doing this and very familiar with it. I would say just e-gift cards. It's a super important concept because the e-gift cards means that you don't need to provision a plastic. A gift card is provisioned automatically. It's a digital gift card. It's sent as an email to the gift recipient, and that allows you to capture that sale today, which is me as the e-gift card giver. I'm sending you a gift card, so you're closing the sale with me today. And then because I'm sending that gift card, for example, to you, you are going to be enticed to come and buy from that retailer, from this Vertigo store that we have, from this retailer. And then that's sort of an indirect referral. That's sort of a 1 degree of separation, but it is a referral, to a degree, so that I'm enticing this network to come and buy from you. So great way to close the sale now and sort of an indirect referral at the same time. So again, key takeaways here. This is the 5 things that we think are the top 5 things that you can do this holiday season. You don't need to do all of them. You can do some of them and then layer other, other areas as you feel comfortable or as they become applicable to you. But the idea here is, prioritize, the use of mobile as an online sign-up, pre-registration before people get to the register. Converting that customer, that visitor into a buying customer through that automated coupon. for that first and second purchase. Really critical, those first two purchases. Increases the quality of the data, frees up your staff, reduces friction. Super, super important. Then once the customer is engaged with you, being able to use all of these loyalty tools, promotions, loyalty, and coupons to maximize that customer lifetime value. And as you're building the relationship with the customer, convert that customer into an ambassador of your brand, your store, your products and services, and a win-win-win situation. The referred party wins, the referring party wins, and of course you win on both sides because you're increasing your customer base and maximizing that customer lifetime value. So with that, thank you for sort of hearing us on this on-demand webinar. We look forward to being in contact with you. If you're interested and require some more information, please don't hesitate to get in touch with us at info@beloyal.com. We look forward to talking with you. Thanks.